Welcome back to One Piece Anime Review episode 246. This is reviewing the newest episode of the anime, which is episode number 1016 and the 1048th chapter of the manga. We'll get to this one. Now, this episode adapts from pages 2 to 13 of chapter 1001. No, seriously, that's what it does. Basically, about almost the entire chapter of this episode, which kind of surprised they did that. Yeah, would have all but like 4 pages. Like, wow. Yeah. Yeah, mostly with this one we have two locations, well, not multiple locations like some say they would. And these following characters are absent from the episode because they're not in the material adapted for this one. Jinbei, Chopper, Brook, Nami, Usopp, Tama. I'm trying to think who else was it. Nico Robin. Pretty much most of the Straw Hats. There's only like 3 Straw Hats in the whole episode. It's Luffy, Sanji, and Zoro. The 3 members of the crew actually have Haki. And you're thinking, really? The 3 members of Haki in this episode? Well, 2 were in one location, and one's basically by himself. Let's start with Sanji, where basically he kind of in a way does take down the group of women without kicking them. Nope. He pretty much avoids them, tries to get away from them, basically is able to get out of his little web binds pretty easily. And thanks to Esperon by Black Maria, he's able to take down the ladies. Not much of an issue, just basically wrap them in the webbing, throw them down, that's it. And of course, Counter Black Maria, and of course, like, is like wondering, like, hey, can I I'm gonna interrogate you to your body. Excuse me. And the whole thing about getting Nico Robin, that's pretty much it. The whole sequence is like little over 5 minutes. They take up a small portion of the episode, and aside from that's the only cutaway we have the entire episode because the rest of the episode picks up right where we left the last week, where Luffy, or after Luffy debuted his new move, the Gum Gum Red Hawk, the Red Rock, where he punches Kaido really clean in the face. And like usual, we hit someone in the face, usually right in the mouth, and his mouth was bleeding. And according to, well, Zoro was explaining the whole purpose of Ryu to Captain Kidd, it can harm you internally. Which apparently is the only way to beat Kaido. Yep. And of course, Kaido throws some of his club around a few times. And of course, we also have a moment where Luffy, Law, and Kid are arguing with each other over who's the loser. And of course, Law basically rather calls Luffy out for daring to order him to move the 8 scabbards downstairs. He said, I was going to do it anyways. Yep. Yeah, they argue for a bit, and then of course Big Mom throws some fireballs at them, and they would make this little facial squeak like, and then of course they get up, and of course Prometheus goes at them again, and Prometheus is the one who looked like a sun, and then he's sliced in half by Zoro, and then kind of basically tells Big Mom, Lin, get back. Let's see their strength. We see a brief encounter, and of course, Zoro does confirm that Killer was the same slasher he fought before. Yeah, the viewer probably suspected that, but Zoro does confirm that. And apparently Killer has no problem with that at all. Nope. So, despite that, they put the differences aside, they briefly take on Kaido, and Kaido's like, man, the cut was too shallow. And Kaido's like, I'm impressed. You managed to cut me, even though it's a shallow wound, but damn. And it's all with a freaking sword. Damn. And, well, then the episode ends quite interestingly with having Luffy, Captain Kidd, and Law use big power moves on Kaido. And that's the episode. Yeah, basically what I described there in basically a few minutes, that's literally the episode. Yes, now talk about the newest chapter of the manga, 20 years. We see Breely. Stick your hand in the mirror, basically going out. I think the Germans came to Chocolate Town and she sees right to them, and who this guy is it? I don't think it's Katakuri. Not really, no. And then, of course, we cut back to this. So basically, I was like, "You're not gonna hit me. Move out of the way, Luffy. I can't." So we kind of, and Luffy basically goes, and of course, hey, very well. Now take your punch. Tell me, Straw Hat, did you know that 20 years ago the healers were gonna burn to death? Flame Dragon. Ever since, basic Flame Dragon Torch. Ever since this place has been a lawless place. Now you heroes have been waiting. You are the heroes waiting for 20 years. And of course, where like Luffy like, used the move again. I'm not melting. Gum Gum. Rising Dragon. Link of Haki those Ryu. And of course they talk about that. They hit. See the Scabbards where they're basically, I think it's Usopp basically saying he's sorry for dropping them. Bunch of crying. Basically, we enter sort of a small flashback to when Kaido and the Shogun kind of first took over the country. As so, do they join us or are they against them? And some people were against them. Of course, Kaido fried them, and we see that basically over time how Wano got the way it is via force, where the river was poisoned, the water to drink, crops can't grow, and pretty much the whole country is starving. And Kaido does not give a damn. Nope, he does not care. As long as his belly is full, he does not care. He would have lived to see tomorrow to get to work. Everybody treat like slaves. Every the bad fruit makes you like laugh a lot. Wrath out, and of course they talk about what happened with Odin's wife, and then Danjiro slices at the Flame Dragon, which I think is supposed to be the Shogun. He gets his head chopped off again. This time by Danjiro. And of course, chapter ends with Luffy continuing to throw his punch right at Kaido, and that's it. I'm like, interesting to say the least. I mean, I do like it. They finally explore exactly how Guan got the way it is, which, okay, that's good. The only slight problem I have with this chapter is it felt a little too quick. That's the only problem I have with the chapter. It felt a little too quick. Good chapter nonetheless. Give it a 9 out of 10. Okay, so yeah, that's a particular view. 2 more animes to do today, and that'll be first be one Boruto, and then Kaguya-sama Levels of War, and that'll be it for today. The next one's gonna be Boruto. Okay, next video. Bye.